Hello, thank you for clicking on my video. Welcome to my channel, Lovely Moments Creating. If you are new here, consider joining the family by clicking that subscribe button and remember the notification bell because that way you'll be reminded when I upload a video. My name is Jenny and on this channel I create budget-friendly home decor that's easy to do. So if you want to see some of my creations, keep watching. Today's video is such a special treat. It is part of a collaboration called Inspire Me that's hosted by my beautiful friend Amber from DIY with Amber. She has brought together some amazing crafters for this collab. We are going to recreate a DIY from each other that inspired us. We'll be doing 4 DIYs a piece. I'm going to have Amber channel in the description box below along with the original video of the DIY that I recreated. And I'm so excited to get started with my first friend, Barbara from Country Lily DIY Decor. Barbara has an amazing channel and she is an amazing person. We have been supporting each other from the beginning of our YouTube journey and I'm excited to be recreating this beautiful piece right here. So I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to use the exact same structure that she used, but I'm not going to do a welcome sign. I'm going to do a menu and note sign for my kitchen. The items that I have is these florals here from the Dollar Tree, and I have 2 different styles. And I'm going to be using these because I think they'll be pretty for the spring. I also have a piece of foam, and all of these items are from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to cut this down to fit in one of the little wooden boxes out of the Dollar Tree. I have 2 of these chalkboard frames, and they have the little stands on the back, but I'll be removing those. I have some of these stones here from the Dollar Tree. I also have 2 of their St. Patrick's Day signs, and I'm going to be using both of these, and I'm going to be using some truffle color and some of my white linen chalk paint. The first thing I'm going to do is just remove these attachments from these signs so that I can glue them together facing each other. I'm just going to take my hot glue and add enough to one of the signs, and then I'm going to place the other sign right on top. And now I'm going to take the little wooden box from the Dollar Tree and glue it right down to the bottom of the sign. And I just made sure I had the part where the holes in on that side. And after I get that pressed down and secured, I'm going to add tape around the little chalkboard because I want to paint the frame as well. And after I finish that, I'm going to start painting. I'm going to paint this entire DIY using that white linen chalk paint. I am so excited to be recreating something that inspired me from Barbara's channel. I've seen all of my friends' videos. We have been supporting each other's channels since the beginning of both of our journeys here on YouTube, and she is so talented and she is just the sweetest person. So thank you, Barbara. Your kindness means so much to me. Thank you, friend. What I'm doing is painting the frame of both of these chalkboards. So after I complete that, what I'm going to do is just snap off the stands off the back. They're really easy to remove. And then I'm going to take off the tape, and then I'll just clean up any paint that may have got on the chalkboard. And then after I do that, what I'm going to do is take that truffle color and I'm just going to distress over this to give it a farmhouse look so it could blend in with my existing kitchen decor. And then I'm going to distress around these frames, and after I get that complete, I'm going to attach both of them to my sign. And so I'm just placing them where I want them to be glued down, and then I'll take the hot glue to attach them. I just love the structure of this sign, and I think this is going to be really cute in the kitchen, and I actually like that it's functional. So after I get these attached, what I'm going to do next is I am going to start adding the things to my planter at the bottom. So I'm cutting down my foam piece so it could fit in the little planter at the bottom. And then I'm going to take my little Dollar Tree chalk marker to write menu on my board, and then I'm going to write notes on the other board. And then what I'm going to do is take some hot glue to attach my foam down to the bottom of the planter, and then I'll start adding in my floral pieces. And I'm just adding my florals, making sure that the planter is full. And then I'll be saving 2 of the longer pieces of florals because I'm going to add those around my boards just to give it a little extra decor. And I'm just going to take some hot glue and I'm just cutting down the stem some. And then I'm just going to attach it right around the chalkboard. So I'm going to put one here and I'll go and put one at the top as well. And after I get that complete, I'm going to add in my Dollar Tree stones. These are going to just cover up the foam so you won't be able to see it. And it also brings weight to this piece so that it can be really sturdy when it's standing up. And I absolutely love how this turned out. I cannot wait to style this in my kitchen. It's going to look absolutely lovely. And I'm so excited to be recreating something from this lovely lady, Maria from Crafting with Maria. Stunning. All of her DIYs are absolutely amazing. And it was very hard to choose, but I landed on this beautiful piece right here that I just absolutely love. It's stunning. And so what I'm going to do is recreate that piece to fit my existing decor. And the items I'll be using is this little wood sign here from the Dollar Tree. I love these signs. I love to use these in DIYs. I have some of these little dot stickers from the Dollar Tree and this false brown leather. I love this. I have these in all colors. I was lucky to find those at the Dollar Tree. I have some of the Dollar Tree rocks, and then I have some different greeneries here. This was 75 cents at Walmart. That one was from the Dollar Tree, and I think I got this from $2 at the Target spot. And I'll be using some plaster color chalk paint. Now what I'm going to do is just remove that attachment that was on the back, and then I'm going to start painting this using that plaster color. Now I usually paint my entire DIYs, but I'm not going to paint the bottom of this because I'm fine with the little wordings at the bottom. And so I'm just going to paint around it, and I'll paint the inside. And I also painted a few of those little stickers, and so now I'm going to add my ribbon, and I'm just adding a little glue to the corners. I'm going to only add glue on the corners because I didn't want to create any bubbles or anything in this ribbon. And after I get that complete, what I'm going to do is cut 2 pieces of this ribbon to create some little handles for each side. And then after I cut the first one, I'm just going to measure to cut the second one, and then I'm just going to add a little glue, and I'm just going to create my handle by folding the ribbon, or like just pinching the ribbon a little bit. And I'm going to do that to both sides. After I get that complete, I'm going to take those stickers that I painted, and I'm going to add one to each side of my handles. And I will be adding a little dot of hot glue for that, even though these are stickers, just to make sure that they do not fall off. I think this is really cute. Now, after I get that done, the next thing I'm going to do is start adding in my foam and my florals. So I'm just going to cut that foam piece down to make sure that it fits flat inside of the little planter. And then I'm going to add some hot glue to attach it. So I'm going to cut it down a little bit more. And then now what I'm going to do is just start adding in all of my little greeneries. And I did take 2 more of those florals from the first DIY to blend in with these greenery pieces. And I love how these greenery pieces are coming together, and I think the little floral piece is going to give it another little pop of color. And then after I get all of those in there and fluffed out, I'm just going to add in these rocks to cover up the foam, and this actually is complete. This is really beautiful. I absolutely love it, and I cannot wait to style this in my home. How pretty is this? Thank you, Maria, for the inspiration. I absolutely love this, and I love your piece as well, my friend. And that lands me to my next crafter, Adrienne from Full Time DIY Mommy. Beautiful. She has a beautiful channel. She creates some beautiful decor, and I was inspired to recreate this faith sign. I absolutely love faith decor, and so I was definitely inspired to recreate. I will not be using the scramble pieces. I will be using the faith word off of this decal here from the Dollar Tree. And from the Dollar Tree, I have this sign here that I'll be using, and then these are some of the leftover greeneries and florals from my previous DIYs, and I'll be using some of this jute cord, and I'll be using that plaster color chalk paint as well as a little truffle color. Now I'm just going to remove that attachment as well as this little hanging piece on the back. I'm going to sand over everything to make sure it's smooth, and then I'm going to take that plaster color and paint over this. I'm also going to paint the inside to cover up that green. And so next I'm going to add my fake sticker. I'm going to position it where I want it, and then I'm going to cut that H down some so that it could fit where I want it on this sign. And then I'm going to take some of that gloss Mod Podge and go over the wording as well as the sign to make sure that everything is secure and that it blends in well. After I get that complete, while it's drying, I'm going to take those greenery pieces and those florals, and I'm just going to create a nice little bouquet. That's what I love too about that sign she had. I love that she had it paired with a little nice floral bouquet. And so I'm just taking some jute cord and wrapping it around the stems of the floral and greenery pieces, and then I'm just going to cut down some of the extra stems. Once I tack down the jute cord, I'm just going to cut them so they can be even, and then I'm going to take another little piece of jute cord and create just a little bow. And then after I get that done, what I'm going to do is take that little bouquet and I'm going to hot glue it right down to the sign. And I do like how it turned out. This is so pretty to me. Thank you, Adrian, so much for the inspiration. And last but not least, my friend Amber from DIY with Amber. She is so talented, and I'm so happy to be a part of this collaboration with her. Now, I have been inspired by so many things that she has done, but I landed on this beautiful candy cane lane sign that she created as part of actually a collaboration that me and her did during the holidays. So for that sign, I'm going to be using some of the leftover greeneries that I used in today's video, and I have two of these luau signs from the Dollar Tree. I also will be using this vinyl, this welcome word, and I got this from Target, and this was $3. Now I originally was going to use this ribbon, but I'm going to switch this out for a different ribbon. I'm going to use that white linen and truffle color chalk paint and a little bit of jute cord. So I'm just removing the ribbon, and then I'm going to remove the paper off the front because it's so much glitter, and you can just use your heat gun to help you pull off all of the paper. Now I'm going to just smooth these down some, even though this will be the back of the sign and I'm not going to paint it. I just want to smooth it down some, and then I'm going to get them all lined up how I'm going to attach them together, and then I'm just going to use some of the large craft sticks to attach these. And once I get everything lined up, then I'm just going to start adding all of my craft sticks, and I'm just going to add them to where they are connecting all of these pieces together. I'm so happy to be a part of this collaboration today because all of these ladies are truly, truly amazing. And so after I get all of that secure, I'm going to sand over the front because I'm going to make sure that where I pulled off those staples, that everything is nice and smooth before I paint it. And then I'm going to go in with that plaster color and paint the front of this sign. And so after I get that complete, what I'm going to do is distress over this sign using that truffle color. I'm going to make sure that I get the edges of this sign to bring in a little bit of definition. And I want to give this a really nice distressed look, but like a soft distressed look, if that makes sense. Now, after I get that complete, I'm going to add in the ribbon. And I switched out that Dollar Tree ribbon that I originally was going to use. And I used this ribbon that I did get from Hobby Lobby for 50% off. So I paid $2. I thought this was really pretty. So I'm just going to cut off a piece and I'm going to tack it down in the back with some hot glue. And then after I get that tacked down, the next thing I'm going to do is take that hot glue and just go over the front right on the edge. I don't want to go too far up on the ribbon. And then I'm just going to take some of that jute cord and start wrapping it around the top of this sign. And as I add the jute cord, I'm just crossing it over to give it a little design, and then I will cut it off and tack it down in the back. And then what I'm going to do is on the front, just add a little extra hot glue to make sure that everything is secured. And then I'm going to start adding my greenery pieces to the top of this sign. And I'm sort of just like layering the greenery and placing them where I think they will look nice at. And I'm just going to add all of these little pieces. Now I'm staying a little bit close to the side, some not directly in the middle, but a little bit more over to the side. And so after I get that complete, I'm adding this little floral piece from the Dollar Tree in the middle. I am going to take that welcome vinyl word and I'm going to add that to my sign. I'm just using my transfer tape to transfer the welcome word over. And then what I'm going to do, I'm just using a little spatula to make sure that everything transfers over. And then I'm going to place it right down in the corner. And then I'm just going to go over it to make sure it transfers. And then after I get that done, this is complete. And I'm going to use some of the jute cord that's already wrapped around it so it will be able to hang. And I really like how this turned out. It is so cute and I cannot wait to style this in my home. Thank you, Amber, so much for the inspiration, and thank you for this amazing collab with such talented ladies. I had the opportunity to recreate some DIYs that has inspired me. This has been so much fun. Thank you all so much for watching another one of my videos. If you like this video, please remember to give a thumbs up. And if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to my channel because I would love to have you here. And if you're visiting from any of these other ladies' channels, welcome, welcome, welcome. And thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed today's video. As always, my friends, in the comment section below, let me know which one of these were your favorite. And today's video is part of this Inspired Me collab, hosted by my talented friend Amber from DIY with Amber, and her channel will be linked in the description box below, along with the playlist and the original videos from all of the DIYs that I recreated today. Thanks again, my friends. Don't forget to check all of us out. On behalf of everyone, thank you for supporting this wonderful collaboration. And until next time, my friends, stay safe and I'll see you in the next video.